Good morning.
Good morning. In case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Never mind. That's going to be stuck. That's going to be ear candy now whenever we start. Hi, welcome to the Sun Dragon Sideshow.
The VSC edition, the most dangerous show of the week.
Sure. Okay.
Sure.
Hi, I'm Rebecca. I am the owner of Sun Dragon Art and Fiber in sunny and chilly Brevard, North Carolina.
I'm Liz. I'm the minion there.
I think we're still at a funky angle, but I should stop talking about that because then you won't even notice.
Yeah, but you notice, and you know.
And I twitch just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
So, yes, we're going to put a yarn on sale, a new yarn that came in that we haven't played with yet, that just looks fun for baby stuff and machine washable stuff and all that good stuff. But I'm prefacing this with, here's what happened to me this morning. I gotta tell stories. And anyone who doesn't watch the VSC on a normal basis will just miss this story. So I woke up I woke up several times last night. I always do. My cat likes to wake me up. But he didn't wake me up when the thing happened that made me wake up later. So I woke up around a little before 6 and because I heard noises outside my house. And it was 2 big power trucks pulling up. Like, I recognized the sounds as I'm waking up because the power went out at my house a few weeks ago. And they came in the middle of the night to fix it. But I look at the clock and it's like just before 6. And then I'm like, that sounds like... And I go look out front. And there's 2 big power trucks right outside my house. Because the box to fix things in our neighborhood is right outside my house. And I'm like, the power must be off. Cat did not wake, because when I finally was able to look later, I had like a pocket of LTE on my phone. Apparently it went off around 2 in the morning. Now the first time the cat woke me up, to my knowledge, is 4. But he was totally spooked by these power trucks being outside. And, I decided to, not in front of because they can see right in my window of the front bedroom. My bedroom's in the back. So I went to the back bedroom and flicked the switch, and sure enough... There's no power. I was like, oh, great. And I looked from up in my bedroom on the Power Energy website's site, and it was like, they're working on it. Power should be restored by 9:30. And I'm like, oh, that's not good. But they're here. Last time they came to my house, whatever magic they did at my box restored power to my neighborhood. This time it did not. They drove off and no power still, and I went, oh. So, I mean, I was planning on doing pigtails today anyway, but no shower happened this morning. I still smell just fine, but no shower happened this morning to fully wake me up because I was like, well, maybe I can use what's left of the hot water in my hot water heater and just take a really quick shower and let it run out. And I went to wash my hands to put my contacts in and realized the hot water wasn't coming on at all. And I went, yeah, the power's been out since 2 in the morning. Whatever was in, and it's cold outside. This is like the first cold night we've had in a while.
Yeah, it got down in the 30s.
Mm-hmm. So, as I was washing my hands, I realized that what was in my hot water heater had cooled off. And that it was pretty cold. I went and sat in bed for a little bit. Because it was cold out. And I put extra clothes on and got back in bed. I got like PJs on, but you know. And then I said, fine, maybe I should just go into work. So if you follow me on social media, I have a little camp light. I mean, it's not little. It's like, you know, it takes like D batteries and stuff. But I keep it by my bed for just such emergencies. I was wondering about my emergency downstairs light.
Yeah.
It kind of came on. Like, it's one of those, like, if it's on and charging and the power goes out, it will stay on. And you'll feel like you have a lamp in your house. It's kind of cool. It threw me off last time. I thought my house was possessed. But this time I went down and turned it on, and it was kind of like flickering and thinking about, and it stayed on for a little bit. Because, you know, the sun comes up at like 7:30, and I was up at 6. So I filmed my morning meditation by camp light, by battery-operated camp light. I did not attempt to get my coffee out of the fridge because I didn't want to crack the seal in case who knows how long it would be before the power came back on. Power came back on about 7:45 and I was about to leave my house anyway. So that's how my morning has gone. And I got mauled by my cat. So that's how my morning is going.
I woke up at my normal time, normal Wednesday time, because there's different times for different days. And normal Wednesday time, I woke up and I was like,
I get up at the same time every day. But
I'm not feeling this. Oh, wait. And we have to be in super, super, super early on Saturday.
Yeah,
I'm going to get every bit of like bedtime I
felt like I was getting practice for Saturday. But yeah.
So morning.
Well, Cat woke me up at 4:30, and then he jumped on the bed at 5:30, and then the trucks came not long after that. So I was just like, I had coffee when I came in because Liz and Bernie brought me coffee, and I brought my creamer from home because I'm really particular about how
we were going to bring milk and sugar.
You were,
just
and that's awesome. I'm very particular about how I sweeten my coffee. And the natural element instincts, whatever, from Coffee Mate, that's just supposedly just cream and sugar. Like,
it would probably make the best Cheerios.
Well, I've tried putting that in like hot chocolate mix. It's too sweet. It's too much.
Well, because there's extra sugar in the hot chocolate.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, but I'm thinking.
Oh, you're thinking like regular Cheerios?
Just Cheerios, and then pour the creamer over the top, so you have the sweet milk and
maybe. Yeah, we'd have to try it. So, I'm a kid who grew up with Honey Nut Cheerios. Was taking regular Cheerios and putting honey on it. That's what my parents thought.
I like just plain. I don't. Plain little kid Cheerios.
Need more sugar than that, which could be the creamer.
I
feel like the creamer's kind of thick.
put a generous amount of sugar on my Cheerios.
So, really quickly, I think the cat bit me the hardest that I've noticed that he's ever bit me this morning. And I was he was totally out of sorts because I want to say the fire truck. No, the power company trucks were outside. And he was already twitchy. And he was twitchy last night too for like, I thought no reason. I don't know. Maybe it's all the planets aligning or something, you know.
Yeah.
So he was already super twitchy, and then he's trying to hang out with me up in the bedroom, which is where I'm trying to post from because it's the only place I have any reception in my house. Now the internet's down, but he's wigging because everything is out of whack. Like nothing is happening as it should be. He's super twitchy. So I get up to see if the power company trucks are back, and I notice a whole gaggle of I'm about to say this. Caffeine's hitting me late. I want to say gaggle of geese. No, gaggle of deer outside. And he loves chittering at the deer, so I'm like, I'll distract him with the deer. So I said, come here, Avi, you got to see what's outside. He comes running. He sees the deer. He starts freaking out. He gets mad at me, I guess, for pointing out the deer and how he can't get to them. So he does one of these, and I'm like, oh, no. And I try to get out of the way. He launches as an attack. Like, he jumped up. He bit me up here. Like, he launched. I think his claws got I'm getting a phone call in. I'm lucky we're it's not a real phone call. But he I think his claws got down lower, but his teeth bounced off just above my knee.
Ouch.
And yeah, it was like, and I saw
the
went,
picture.
Ah!
Ouch.
I said worse words probably, and I was just like, that really, like, I screamed and he ran. I was like, that really hurt. Like, really. And I went away from the street because my front bedroom, you can totally see the street. And I checked, and oh my gosh, like, purple. I have these two marks on my leg that are deep purple and red. And it's like instant bruising. Like, it hurt to walk to the the bedroom. Because he'd scored my muscle or something. So I have antibiotic ointment and a big Band-Aid over that just in case. Because sometimes those are bleeders, but sometimes this I think was too deep. I think it cauterized itself as he gave it to me. It's just completely crazy. So yeah. So that's how my morning has gone so far. So we're gonna have a light and easy VSC edition today. We didn't have one last week because there's just so much going on. But yeah, I threw my hair into pigtails, and they're kind of off center, and I kind of have to give up on caring because it's just been a day. But I'm here now, and the shop will be open, and we'll hope it's a good day at the shop. It's chilly outside, though, still. Like, last thing, we've now wasted like 10 minutes talking about stuff. To figure out how cold it was in my house, because it got into the 30s, and the heat shut off at 2 in the morning. I use my meat thermometer. Like, how do I tell? Because everything in my house that tells me what temperature it is plugged into the power. And so I went downstairs and turned on my meat thermometer and held the little pointy end up, and it was about 57 degrees in my house this morning.
That works.
Could be colder.
Better
but,
than my. It's one of those you rub across the forehead or stick on the back of the ear
to take
thermometers.
your temperature. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And
do you take your temperature with your meat thermometer?
No, it's an ear thermometer. Well, forehead thermometer. Anyway, I've tried taking the temperature of the house. Like, you just click it on
with
and
one
off.
of those. Oh,
yeah.
No. Yeah.
But there have been times our house is so cold you have to heat up the thermometer. Like, you have to sit on it for a while to heat it up. Oh, God. Because it's like, it's just too cold to read.
I have so many random images in my head right now. No, but when I use the meat thermometer to actually check that the meat is cooked, my brain this morning was like, well, before you use it in the meat, it tells you what temperature to the air is, basically. So I was like, brilliant. Anyway, I'm sure someone else has thought of it, but I thought I was brilliant this morning. So
the things that we use when we need them.
Yes. So again, my morning. So we got a massive order of Cascade. That doesn't mean everything is back in stock, because we have so many things we need to get back in stock. I had to pick and choose, like, what we're refilling, and most of the 220 Superwash, which is not online yet because there's so much of it. Most of the lines we carry a lot of, I only reordered what we were desperately low on, and even that I missed some stuff. What I did decide to do is, because the Cherub Aran prints, like the old Cherub Aran prints, so this Cascade, Cherub Aran is an acrylic and nylon mix. I know it says Aran, but I consider it more DK weight. It's really not, the solid colors especially, they're really not as thick as I, there's a Cherub Aran DK. Oh no, there's Cherub DK. I think that is really thin. I would more call that a sport weight. So we put our Cherub Aran in the DK section. I really feel like it's got more yardage on it than a worsted superwash wool or something does. So I think it's thinner. That's my personal assessment of it. So the old Cherub Aran prints were just kind of multicolored and in the same oblong football-y thing that the Cherub Aran is. They recently came out with new Cherub Aran prints with longer color repeats, longer chunks of color. I think they're super cute. They're in little cakes like this. And I've been missing having a multicolor acrylic mix, good for baby stuff, just machine washable thing. So I did make priority in this order to bring in a few things like that. So just so we have some options. And I only brought in a few colors. There's a bigger palette than what we brought in. We brought in, 4 colors? Five? 5 colors to have some variety. But would you like to read stats, Liz?
I can read stats.
Okay.
Cherub Aran prints is 55% nylon, 45% acrylic. 240 yards per 100 grams. They are recommending a US 7 or 8 knitting needle or an H to a J crochet hook. Machine wash, tumble dry, and we are retailing it for $7.25 each.
Nice. And it's 15% off this week with the code product of the week. So that 240 yards is... a lot of worsted weights are 220 yards to 200 yards. So this is more yardage. It's not quite a full, DK, you might expect 250 or 60 yards. It's kind of in between. They are going to call it a number 4, but I'm going to say you can also use it for DK weight patterns. I really think it's going to be okay. It'll be a little fluffy, but it's going to be okay. On the sides of these, they have little pictures of how it might knit up. This is all completely dependent upon how wide or narrow your object is, the project that you're making, and to some extent your needle and gauge and that kind of stuff. But, what?
I will point this out. So these 6 balls are all the same
You
color.
want me to hold a couple?
There we go. They're all the same colorway.
Mm-hmm. But see, the colors, either the colors repeat in different places, or what I'm fascinated by is this one right here.
Yeah, it doesn't have red.
It doesn't have the red and the orange. Like, we got ones that are supposed to be, maybe it's hidden in the middle somewhere, but we got ones that are, this colorway is supposed to be very rainbow. And some of the skeins won't be rainbow. If you order it from us and we have enough in stock, we will try to give you ones that all are rainbow. But if stock gets low enough, you might be getting the one that doesn't have the orange and red in it.
It's like with a lot of the long color change that we have. Well, a lot of the color change that's out there. It's where it there's so much color, and then they, just wind and cut and wind and cut. So
there is a little red in the very, very center of this. Like, yeah, the center of this might have more color than you expect, but yeah, without digging in there, you totally can't see that. Yeah. And they all start in different places on the color repeat. If the color repeat is even the same.
There's the last of the...
We have 10 of each in right now. So what I tried to do is, from the palette that was available, let's start with the one that Liz just showed off. So that one's rainbow, which is awesome.
It's Spectrum, actually.
I didn't say it was named rainbow.
Sorry.
I said it is rainbow-ish, okay? So yes, it's named Spectrum. I knew the name of it. I was going to let you tell what the name was. So it's called Spectrum.
Color 701.
Okay. And it has all the colors of the rainbow. All of these are a little stonewashed looking.
Yes.
So they're gonna have some white flecky stuff in all the colors.
We have it's everything but purple. It's like red, blue, yellow, green.
Look at the little patch on the side.
Orange and red.
Yeah, like that little like patch of how it knits. Yeah, it's got rainbow stuff. There's just no you said purple. Did I say
no
really?
Purple.
Yeah. So and then I decided to go with a couple of kind of, if people want to do the pink or blue type of thing. The blue one is called Denim, and it's got a couple different shades of blue and some shades of gray, lighter gray mostly. There's like a medium and a light gray, and it's almost like a light blue, a denim-y blue, and an in-between blue. Wah! Sorry. So, this one, again, if we're going to go with gender norms, some people do and some people don't. This one fits the more boy gender norm, but again, you don't have to stay within those boundaries. We just like to offer that in case someone does. So
we have Raspberry Smoke, which is a darker and a lighter pink, and a darker and a lighter gray.
And I really, again, if you want to go with pink, not everyone is going to choose pink for every situation, but hold that one up for just one more second, because the gray in the pink is darker than the gray in the blue. So it's very close to the heritage prints that they have. They have one that is pinks and grays. And so, like, this is traditional, but not traditional. Kind of like that. And here, I'm going to show off the little patch on the side. Again, only so accurate with what's going to happen, but I think that's kind of cool. I kind of almost got this one for you.
And I saw it, and I was like, ooh.
What's that one?
This one is... Vineyard, yep. Vineyard.
It's kind of to make up for no purple in the rainbow in some ways. And why else might I have picked that one for you, Liz?
Because it's thistle colors. It's purples and greens and grays.
Mm-hmm. I think it's really, really cute. There's almost like some periwinkle stuff in there.
Yeah,
so.
It's muted. I looked at it and I was like, ooh.
And then I picked one that could be considered somewhat gender neutral, but it's not rainbow. This one is called Prism. And the Prism one, we've got greens and yellows and blues and a couple different shades of blue. But there's no purples or pinks, which tend to throw people off the whole, it could be gender neutral. I think you can make a baby blanket for whomever out of whatever. But this one could be really great if you don't know the gender of the baby, or if you do, but you're trying to go steer away from stereotypes, or whatever.
It's baby colors.
Yes.
Like, they're say pastels. It's straight up pastel baby.
Yep. It does have blue, but it doesn't have pink or purple. So, but greens and yellows are what we often recommend if someone's trying to, like, stay away from the stereotypical and maybe keep neutral. So, but it is still pastel-y. Like the spectrum, even though this is the boldest we have. This is definitely a lot lighter. The boldest we have still has that stone-washed denim-y type look where it's not super bold colors. But in theory, this could be used with some of the solids of Cherub Aran. Now, I don't think I've gotten the solids up online yet.
We're gonna checked. I don't think
checked.
So.
Yep. I'm going to start with the prints. If I have time, I will put the solids up. But we have a pretty decent color palette range with the solids. So it'll just take me some time. We'll see. We got to see how busy we are today. If we're not super busy today, I will work on getting those up too. But for now, this is our product of the week. The Cherub Aran. Do you want to go grab that?
Yep.
Cherub Aran prints. And Liz has got to get. We've got a mail delivery coming in. And so, how you'll get your discount on this is use the code Product of the Week with spaces between the words. You will get 15% off at checkout. If you have any issues with anything, like check over your order form, really, like your cart, really carefully before you check out. If there are any issues, please contact us before you purchase, and we'll do our best to work with you on all that stuff. This will be through next Tuesday, which is going to be, I believe, April 4th is the last day for this. I have a dentist appointment on April 3rd. That's how I know. And Saturday is April 1st. So I don't think I have anything else. But we have Dear Becky and Lizzie tomorrow. Don't mean to leave you on a cliffhanger or like unfinished or anything, but I got yarn fuzz on my nose. Fluff and stuff in the nose. But we have Dear Becky and Lizzie tomorrow. If you have a question you would like our thoughts on, especially if it pertains to knitting or crocheting, you should email
Liz at sundragonartandfiber.com.
And Friday we will have another virtual sit and stitch as long as I have power. Which, this happens every few weeks recently, but I should be done hopefully for a little while with power outages. You can get into virtual sit and stitch, which will be from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern time with the shop phone number on Zoom.
828-877-3550.
Don't pause. Then it's
Sorry.
Gone. All right. Here's hoping the day goes better than our mornings did, and especially mine. And I think the coffee is hitting in. I don't feel like I have super saggy down here. I feel a little better. Like coffee tightens us up. I don't know why. Anyway.
Like, subscribe, ring the bell, all the fun stuff.
All the fun stuff. We will see you tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow we'll talk a little bit more about the press flowers make-along starting Saturday. Woo! It is all spring long, though, so it's okay if you don't start on Saturday. It's really okay. All right. We'll see you later. Bye.